Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Rebel Rewind. My name's Christopher. That's Eric over there on that side there. How are you doing today, Eric?
I'm doing pretty good, Chris. Just talked a little bit earlier about work, and work was a little busy today.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Adulting, fun times, right?
Yeah, fun times. And
Yeah.
yourself, Chris? How was your day?
It was good. It was busy. Had a busy weekend too. Like as far as Star Wars stuff goes, like we had D23 over the weekend. A lot of
Yeah,
announcements out of there. So yeah.
good
That
times.
would
Yeah,
have been. That seemed like it would have been a pretty cool convention to go to. D23. I think it's in California, isn't it?
yeah, I think so. I'm not sure if it's Anaheim. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah,
Yeah,
it would have been cool if I would have been able to
yeah,
go.
yeah. You got any cons coming up?
No, I we had one a couple of months ago, but I didn't go to that one. I haven't been to a con in a while since like last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so yourself,
yeah.
you
I
got a
got
couple of
one.
conventions over there going on.
Yeah, I got one coming in at the end middle of September that I'll be going to. So I'll be doing that in September, and then a small like toy show, and I think it's October or November. So yeah, a couple coming up. And then next year, I'm planning on going to Niagara Falls Comic Con,
Sweet.
which is on the Canadian side of the border.
Hmm.
But yeah, a lot of American folk cross the border because it's like really close, right? It's like right there. It's by it's not far from New York, I think.
Hmm.
So yeah, that should be fun to do next year. It'll be a different con. So, but yeah,
You got a lot
lots
of cool
of
stuff.
yeah, lots of news from D23. We got a trailer finally for
Hmm.
the
Yes,
Skeleton Crew.
we were just asking
Yeah,
for it last week too.
I know. Last week we were just talking about it. We got the photos last week, and then they dropped the trailer at D23, and then they dropped like a reel for Andor, and they dropped a kind of a almost a teaser for the Mando and Grogu movie, which is
Yeah,
cool. So we'll be talking about that stuff in a bit.
yeah.
Um,
Unofficially,
yeah.
right?
So
For
yeah,
the Mando.
yeah. Yeah, well, I mean that's I
Leaked.
mean it was officially revealed to the crowd there. I mean, we
Yeah.
didn't get to you can find the clips online, I think still, if I'm
Hmm.
not mistaken. So, did you actually get a chance to watch like one of the
Yes.
yeah, what do you think of that?
Oh, look, it looks so epic, man. It's so crazy. It's so much going on in that trailer. Like
Yeah.
from the beginning,
Yeah.
like I mean, after a little intro, basically going over the what we already know, and then as soon as he walks into that room, it's just
Yeah. All
epicness.
action, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Malekith says hey
you're
Malekith. Thanks for hopping in the
what's
chat.
up.
Yeah, so let's jump into our first article then.
All right.
From the direct.com. This is just the next three movies get reassuring release updates from Disney. So after being announced throughout past years, fans were finally given a reassuring update by Disney about when three upcoming Star Wars movies would be released. As of writing, it has been nearly 5 years since the release of Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, the last feature film in the galaxy far, far away. Since then, the Star Wars universe has been further explored through Disney Plus shows, but fans are still itching to see fresh stories come back to the big screen, myself included there.
Hmm.
Um, so the Star Wars release plan for the next three movies was laid out not too long ago. So during Disney's Q3 earnings presentation, that the company confirmed three Star Wars films would be released in 2026 and 2027. The only specific title that was announced to fill one of those slots was The Mandalorian and Grogu. However, since only a few future Star Wars movies have been announced, fans have a pretty good idea what to expect. However, the more notable takeaway from that announcement was most likely the fact that 3 Star Wars movies are still moving along and are planned to be released. In the past, it seemed as though at any time a movie would get announced and then it would soon be canceled completely, just like the Rogue Squadron movie, Kevin Feige's movie, the trilogy from the Game of Thrones creators. So here's the 3 movies that we know of, and the only one that's like for certain that has a slot is the May 22nd, 2026, the Mandalorian Grogu movie. So that'll be the first one released. And we saw, like we were talking just a moment ago, we did get to see some footage online of like people who were there. They shot it on their phone and they posted it online. So we did get to see that leaked footage there. So that was cool. So December 18th, 2026 is the Rey's New Jedi Order movie, which is directed by Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. And it'll be centered around Daisy Ridley's Rey character and start off her new Jedi Order as announced at Celebration 2023. And then the last slot, which will be December 17th, 2027, it will either be the Mandoverse crossover, which is Dave Filoni's movie, or the Dawn of the Jedi movie, which is created by James Mangold, who did Logan and a slew of other films. So that means on December 17th, 2027, one of those 2 will come out. But it's important to note James Mangold has his hands rather full for the foreseeable future. He's currently in the midst of working on a biopic centered around Bob Dylan. And after that, he will be the director of Swamp Thing for James Gunn's new interconnected DC Studios universe. So it's unlikely that he will tackle his Star Wars movie in time to be released in 2027. But Filoni, on the other hand, is currently working on Ahsoka season 2 and other other Star Wars projects as well. So they both seem to be pretty busy. So it's anyone's guess which one will get released in that 2027 December slot. But the other 2 should be coming out in 2026. So those are the only 2 confirmed ones for 2026, like that we know for sure.
So which one of the 2 you prefer of 2027 movies coming out? Possible.
I mean, either or. I'm good with either. I'm kind of more intrigued by the Dawn of the Jedi one. I wouldn't mind seeing that story of the first Jedi, and then it gives also Dave Filoni time to get the Ahsoka series out before the Mandoverse crossover movie, like season 2 of Ahsoka before that. So I'm kind of leaning towards the Dawn of the Jedi. Hopefully that comes out in 2027. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Which one would you prefer to come out in that last spot?
Yeah, the Dawn of the Jedi. I think that one, the first Jedi. I think that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Plus, like I said, it gives Dave time to get Ahsoka season 2 out and whatever other stories that kind of have to do with that time period out, right? Like he can get some more backstory out before he releases that movie.
Yeah, most definitely. Take your time doing them.
Yeah. Cases sup. Mandoverse personally. Okay. I mean, if we get the Mandoverse, I'm not going to complain. But I feel like if he's doing the Ahsoka series first, get that done, get that out, and let James Mangold get his story out first. Jesse, all the way from Australia. Hey, gentlemen. Hey, Jesse. Thanks for hopping in the chat, sir. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Cases, but kind of depends on what we get with the next Mando movie. Good points. Yeah. So it all has to do with what we get next. We got Brandon in the chat, says what's good, fellas. Hey Brandon, thanks for hopping in the chat there. And a Star Wars YouTuber celebrity YouTuber.
Right.
Hello there. Hey Tony.
What's up, Tony?
Yeah, right. He's getting up there. He's like one of the bigger Star Wars YouTubers now, right?
Yeah, 20K.
20,000, 20K.
Yep.
right? Yeah. So
Yeah, well, that's
yeah, it should
cool.
be interesting to see what happens with the movies, but I'm
Yeah,
excited to get back to the theater, right, and see Star Wars on the big screen because it's long
yeah,
overdue.
definitely. No, I mean, if they did the that collaboration movie with Ahsoka and Mando, and it'll just write off the tailwinds of Mando and Grogu movie. That would
Yeah,
make sense instead of breaking
yeah,
it apart and putting the other movie in there. But I'd love to see that movie though. I can't wait for that Dawn of the Jedi movie come out.
yeah. Tony says I'm just a regular guy with a 20,000 subscriber cult following.
Just a simple
Yeah, but
man.
either way, it's exciting. Yeah. So
Well, definitely. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with my first story for this evening. New Mandalorian and Grogu mission coming to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. I know a lot of people go to these parks. I haven't been to not one park yet, but that's going to be something I'm definitely going to try to schedule in because you get busy in life and you don't make time for stuff
yeah,
like this. You have to make time for stuff like this. All right, so when the
yeah,
upcoming Mandalorian and Grogu movie blasts off in theaters in 2026, it will also touch down at Star Wars Galaxy Edge. A brand new story featuring Mando and his youngling Grogu is coming to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. During the Horizon Disney Experience showcase at D23, Star Wars CCO Dave Filoni joined Disney Experiences chairman Josh O'Maro on stage to discuss the upcoming addition to the attraction at Star Wars Galaxy Edge at both Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort. The intersection of the storytelling and innovation has always been central to Lucasfilm. We're excited to see where this collaboration will take us next. Dave told the crowd, "Just imagine you'll be able to fly alongside Mando and Grogu in thrilling and dangerous missions." That sounds so exciting, man. Like I said, I've always wanted to go see the Millennium Falcon, and then on top of this, that would be so cool. It's one of those
yeah.
experiences like you have to book it. I mean, I'll have to do something like this. So this is coming in 2026 because it says it's coming.
2026. Yeah,
Yeah, it's coming at the same time that the
as a
theater
movie.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's interesting. Because I mean, I guess the Falcon. Yeah, I mean, because Galaxy's Edge, like I don't know, like the whole Disney Galaxy's Edge part of stuff, like it does that have anything to do with like the stories that are told there? Does that have anything to do with like are they canon at all or anything like that? I'm not sure how that works, but I
I'm
guess
thinking they'll probably just make this canon part of because I
yeah,
know
because I mean like the Falcon is around in that time period, right? And in the Mandoverse, it's around there, right? Like
yeah,
it's
I
still
can't wait to see that.
it's probably still in Han Solo's possession at this time, right? So,
Yeah.
but
I can't wait to see if
yeah,
they finally bring in the Millennium Falcon.
yeah. There's still folks that can afford to go to Disney.
I can't. I can't.
Some, yeah, I can't either. Oh, Mr. Darth Maul, my niece in the chat. Brandon says that's so dope. Yeah,
And
I mean, if you can afford to go,
yeah,
right? Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the Galactic Star Cruiser, like that was something that'll would have been cool to go to as well, right? But
hmm
um, yeah,
yeah, no,
it
definitely.
seems like it seems like why not? Like I'm on board for that idea of bringing Mando and Grogu to the Smuggler's Run at Galaxy's Edge. Just like it makes sense. Like the Grogu and Mando are going to be your big money maker. Have the stuff at the park, represent that as well, right? So
hmm
yeah,
Yeah, no, yeah, it's one of those things, man. If you don't make time, man, time passes so fast.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, for
definitely going to be
sure.
one of those things you have to go see.
Yeah. So my next article, a lot of D23 stuff this
Oh yeah,
episode.
definitely.
Yeah, so we got this article here from StarWarsNewsNet.com. Talks about the Mandalorian Grogu. Speaking of Mando and Grogu, from the last nice little segue into this, D23 Disney's big expo had plenty of room for Star Wars, and the Mandalorian and Grogu movie took center stage from the film's director Jon Favreau and Lucasfilm's chief creative officer Dave Filoni brought some joy to the fans. So a teaser for the film was shown, and while it has not been made public yet, reports from the room describe it as featuring tons of action sequences and a few details that were unknown until now. For starters, fan favorite Garazeb Aurelios looks to be teaming up with Mando and Grogu in the latest from the Rebel, or the Lasat from Rebels made a brief appearance in the end of The Mandalorian Season 3 and may have a larger role in this film, which is cool. It was also a friendly sight for fans to see the return of the Razor Crest. I'm sure many fans will be hooting and hollering at its return, but like the Razor Crest showing up, like you saw the footage, right, Eric?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
So for those who haven't seen
honestly.
it,
Yeah, I think that's
sorry?
I think that's just a better ship for bounty hunting.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure if he's gonna end up be gifted, that ship or not, but I
Yeah.
don't know
I
how the
guess we'll have to
story's gonna
see.
go, but yeah.
Yeah. Let us know in the chat if you saw the footage of it. If you saw the footage that was online. Kay said Annan Zellens. Yes, that's right. Lex in the chat says, hey, Lex.
What's up, Lex?
Yeah, so if you haven't seen the footage, the little teased footage there that was leaked online, there's a short shot list of a few exciting shots from the trailer. Mando was on the back of what looked like an ATRT as it's sprinting / falling down a snowy mountain, ultimately landing square in front of a few AT-ATs. Looks like he might have not been too selective in safe assignments for him and little Grogu. There's plenty of cute Grogu moments were shown in the trailer, including one of him crawling through what appears to be an air vent of some sorts, perhaps doing some special recon work at an Imperial base. I thought that shot, like when I saw that shot, I was like, man, it's Grogu pulling a John McClane from Die Hard in the vent, right? He's crawling through the vent.
And I was thinking Yoda too.
Yeah. There was also a shot of him with a pair of Enzellans, which Kay just brought up in the chat. We could get more shout outs to Bad Baby. Snowy Planet seems to be of vital importance for the section of this movie. Fans will be excited to see the return of snowtroopers. Absolutely, I was excited to see that. Snowtroopers, the mouse droid, that shot of the mouse droid, like the POV, like kind of cruising around the base there. Yeah. So the movie arrives in theaters. Too. Yeah. The movie arrives in theaters May 2026. So that was exciting. I enjoyed seeing that footage, and let us know in the chat if you saw it, because it was a pretty cool little glimpse into what we're getting in 2026. Get the hype up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Razor Crest equals space of 150. What is that? 150. What's the F?
1150
credits.
F-150.
F-150. Space F-150. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, so that's the thing, because like it's not the same Razor Crest that he had in season 1 and 2, right? It's just a different one that they either purchased or whatever, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't.
I got
the
that.
Rebels having the fleet.
Yeah. Love the perspective of the mouse droid shot. Yeah, that was a cool shot. So makes you wonder if they're controlling the droid from like remote control with a camera on it or something. So we don't usually get stuff like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Similar
I've noticed
scene
that
as in the Lego trailer. Yeah. So exciting though. I'm excited about it. And like the article mentioned, we do get Zeb again, and Zeb was in the Razor Crest, like piloting it with Mando and Grogu in the back seat. So very cool, very exciting stuff. Cool. Yeah,
I can't wait to see we get an official like teaser trailer.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You know, you can see the nice little details on that because I'm sure we probably missed a lot on here, but
yeah, and the
quality wasn't that great.
Yeah, the Star Wars Celebration coming out next year, like 2025 Star Wars Celebration in Japan. Anyone who's going is probably going to see probably a longer trailer because they're going to have a lot more film. They should be done filming, I would think by then. So, like filming usually only takes what, like 3-4 months, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm maybe around that time.
Right, so they should have a lot more footage in the next trailer. So
it's editing. I'm sure that's probably what takes the longest.
Yeah, Jesse says Lucasfilm's got to fast track this thing. I'm so excited. Yeah, right. 2026 cannot come soon enough.
Right on. All right, so let's go ahead and start my second story here for the evening. Get ready for Darth Jar Jar, TIE Wings, and more. Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy updated. So StarWars.com is thrilled to announce that Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, a 4-piece animated special coming to Disney Plus September 13th, 2024. In Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, the entire Star Wars galaxy gets completely mixed up when an ordinary nerf herder, Sig Griebling, unearths a powerful artifact called the Cornerstone from a hidden Jedi temple. He finds himself thrust into an adventure in a new, wondrous, wild, and twisted version of the galaxy where good guys are bad guys are good, and the fate of all depends on Sig becoming the hero who can put all those pieces back together. The talented voices cast featuring Ahmed Best as Darth Jar Jar, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, and many more talented voice actors. This is gonna be so cool, so funny to watch. I watched a couple of those Lego movies, the Lego Star Wars series. So we're gonna get the Star
Christmas one. They had the holiday one.
Darth Jar Jar finally confirmed.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I watched the what was it? They had the holiday. Life Day one, Lego one, and then there was another one, like the summer vacation one, right?
Yeah. Vacation.
Yeah, and they were both really good. I enjoy these ones, so excited to see it. Mark Hamill coming back, that's awesome. It's awesome that Ahmed Best is coming back to voice Jar Jar, Darth Jar Jar. Kay says yes, and Dark Ray, Surfer Luke, Rebel AT-ATs. Didn't know I'd been a bit excited about the Darth Rose. Yeah.
Darth Rose.
Yeah. And Clone Akbars. Yeah. Clone Akbars, right? It's a trap. It's a trap. I'm assuming you watched the trailer, yeah?
No, I haven't watched the trailer, so I'm definitely gonna watch that in big screen TV.
Yeah, here's some.
I saw the part where it was where Darth Jar Jar.
Yeah,
he was like on the coming out of a ship or something like that.
Yeah, the Rebel AT-ATs, the AT-ATs are on the Rebellion, the TIE X-wings, right? So, and the Millennium Falcon that's black, right? So, and I think there's a white Darth Vader too, isn't there? Because like there's a white Darth Vader. There's a white Darth Vader in the Lego set for the Black Falcon. So
KG says, "Oh no, I'm spoiling it. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it right after this live stream."
yeah, yeah. So I'm excited about it. Like it's not as exciting as Mando and Grogu coming to theaters, but it's still like it's something to kind of hold our attention, I guess, until we get the Skeleton Crew on December 3rd, which we got a reveal, a teaser,
Yes.
which was made public on the Star Wars YouTube channel as well. So that, which brings us into the next article. Yeah, so Skeleton Crew, first teaser revealed at 2023, and it drops online as well. So that's public to anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Let us know again. Let us know if you've seen it, what you think of the trailer. I did a reaction on my channel. Did you react to it on your channel?
No, I didn't. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be reacting to the actual series
The
episodes.
shows? Yeah.
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 This looks too good to pass up.
Kate said 4-part special though. Yeah, no, that's surprising. I thought it was gonna be like a kind of like an hour and a half kind of short movie kind of thing like the rest of them were, but it's a 4-part series, so that's cool.
I wonder how long the episode is gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see it being like more than half an hour for a Lego, like an episode of a Lego series. So, but we'll see. But yeah, back to the article. It says the first teaser trailer for the upcoming series Skeleton Crew debuted at D23 on Friday, and giving general audiences our first extended look into the series. John Watts and Christopher Ford are the showrunners, with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau executive producing. So the teaser's here on this site here, as well as on the Star Wars YouTube channel. Here's a poster that was dropped on Friday as well, which I like the poster. The poster is great. So here's the official updated synopsis. So Skeleton Crew follows the journey of 4 kids who make a mysterious discovery on their seemingly safe home planet, and then get lost in a strange and dangerous galaxy, crossing paths with the likes of Jod Nawood, the mysterious character played by Jude Law, finding their way home, and meeting unlikely allies and enemies will be a greater adventure than they ever imagined. So the cast includes Jude Law as Jod Nawood, Ravi Cabot Connors as Wim, which is I think the main kid with the curly hair. I think that's the one that we hear talking throughout the most of the trailer. Ryan Kira Armstrong as Fern, Kyrina Crater as KB, and then Robert Timothy Smith as Neil, which is that blue kind of Max Rebo alien looking kid, which I think that one's adorable. Nick Frost as the voice of the robot SM33 or SME, and Carrie Condon, Diane DeLargo, and Jaleel White are also in it. Directors for the series includes John Watts, Jake Schreier, the Daniels, Bryce Dallas Howard, Lee Isaac Chung, and David Lowery. Christopher Ford wrote the majority of the 8 episodes, with Moyoung Joe Wessner penning episodes 5 and 6. And it premieres on December 3rd. So exciting stuff. And I saw the trailer. You saw the trailer. I think everyone in the chat probably saw the trailer. I got like Goonies vibes. I got Back to the Future vibes. E.T. vibes. Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be a fun series to watch, and perfect for around the holidays, right? To watch with your family and stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was like watching. I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, what is going on? Because it looked like a city here on Earth. it felt kind of weird, man. You know, you get those feelings where it's like, this looks too familiar. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure that there's a planet out there that's similar to Earth. But I mean,
and I think it's just like because we haven't seen like the middle class like suburbs area on a planet. Like we either see like the high end like Coruscant, like these big structures on Coruscant, or like
the casinos
on desert planets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you don't see the middle tier, how like the middle class live, right? So
yeah,
it should be kind of neat to see it, but it kind of threw me off.
Yeah, right. I know.
I was like, what's going on here? You got like the suburbs of whatever planet with like the bus rolling through. It's like
cars.
Yeah, but it looks cool. I'm excited for it. It looks like it's going to be fun.
It looks so fun.
What stood out to you in the trailer other than the the first part with the like the big neighborhood and the bus and stuff? Like what stood out to you?
It's just all had that feeling that we all like watched this movie before or something similar to it.
Yeah,
when it goes back to those Amblin movies back in the 80s, 90s.
Yeah,
like so it just all felt so familiar. But the whole planet looks like Earth. It kind of just, but then the was a S-33 droid.
Yeah.
S-33 droid and
SM-33, I think.
Yeah, SM-33 droid. But yeah, no,
yeah.
And then him using the Force, Jude Law. Grab, was it a key, right?
I'm kind of going back and forth whether, like, I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I'm back and forth whether he's a Jedi or not. Because, like, I kind of don't want him to be a Jedi. I kind of just want him to be, like,
just Force sensitive.
Just Force sensitive.
Force sensitive without a lightsaber.
Yeah, right? Like, just, like, he learned how to, he learned how to move things, but, like, that's the extent of his power, right?
Yeah, like a magic trick or something.
I don't need another Jedi who survived Order 66. But if that's the way they go, I am fine with it. I just would prefer him not to be.
Maybe he'll learn. Maybe it'll be like that, where he's just kind of Force sensitive until like he meets up later on with Ahsoka and starts maybe training with her or something like that in the future movies. So we see some like growth, some personal growth from that character, you know.
Yeah, because it's supposed to tie in with the Mandoverse, right? With the Ahsoka and Book of Boba Fett, all that stuff.
Yep.
And I think one of your articles mentioned that this first season takes place like around Mando season 1, or was it Mando season 2?
Mando season 1.
So there's going to be a time jump. There's going to be a time jump. So he could possibly be in the next season of Ahsoka, or like I'm pretty sure all this Mandoverse stuff it's going to have, like the Mandoverse movie is going to have these characters in it as well in some form, right? So should be cool.
Yeah, and to kind of figure out what's going to happen with the kids, but we'll let further movies kind of touch on that. But dude, I'm super excited for this. Yeah, I got those Goonie vibes, man, and that's all. I'm totally for this.
Yeah, like I said, Goonie, Stand By Me, E.T., like you said, those Amblin movies, right, from the 80s and 90s, right? So,
yep. All right, so on to my next story. So Andor season 2, Diego Luna talks K2SO return, saying goodbye to Bix and more. So Diego Luna took to the stage Friday night Disney showcase to give those in attendance their first look at the new season. The actor then spoke with Rotten Tomatoes to divulge some other morsels of information from the public. Amongst the topics are the importance of Cassian's partnership with his partner in crime, K2SO. Then he will bring that, and what he'll bring to the show, Bix and how she may or may not tie into Rogue One and the season scale and more. So Andor season 2 will bring back several Rogue One characters, including Ben Mendelsohn's Orson Krennic, Alan Tudy's K2SO. The droid is a fan favorite, and Diego says his inclusion was a must. This is a reminder to the crowds that just because a character isn't present in a future project doesn't necessarily mean that something horribly happened to them. But still, in regards to Bix, everything is on the table. Luna played coy, but said, "Be ready. Like if you see Rogue One clearly in the second season, there's a potential goodbye coming or something because Bix isn't part of Rogue One," and that's kind of sad. Bix Colleen was cool, and to not have her, so we're like you said, it's gonna be like a final goodbye to her character, so something's gonna happen to her. But inclusion of K2SO, I can't wait to see him again. Would it be the same droid we saw, or that was just a regular, just another droid like? And that's the same model that got him on the rest. But it's pretty cool that these things are all going to lead to what we see in Rogue One. And so I think, not sure if you have a story continuing about this. But basically,
my last
saying that
story has to do with Andor season 2 as well. But there's a video clip here. Do you want? Let's play this video clip.
Yeah, definitely.
Here with the one and only Diego Luna. So good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Oh my gosh, it's been ages. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Early on Andor season 2, but congratulations on the first season. I haven't had a chance to talk to you about it, and it's so people love it so much. There's such a passion for it, and I will say, I'm here on Disney property, but I will say a lot of people feel like it's their favorite Disney series. Why do you think that is?
You said everything. Let's finish this.
We're good.
It's everything that needs to be said. Yeah. No, I don't know. I think it's because there's a lot of love behind this project. We took it very seriously, like we said, like, all right, if we're gonna do something new in the world of Star Wars, in this universe, it has to be different. It has to be unique. We have a great team, a great leader. Tony Gilroy is not just a great writer, but a great director and a guy that thinks film, and the team he put together is all people that love film, love filmmaking. And we took this first season as 4 films. We committed to it as 4 films, and same thing with season 2. It takes ages.
Yes.
It's been 6 years now. Since I started talking about Andor,
and even longer since you've been playing the character.
It's been 10 years of playing Cassian.
Wow!
But again, if
he hasn't aged much at all.
Go back to this character, it's because we're gonna do something very special. Because for me, Rogue One is already very special. Yeah. It's a different film that connected differently with an audience, and that reconnected
I gotta go back and
people
watch this
like
again.
me that we've been like fans of Star Wars for 30 years, for 40 years. It's a long time.
Yeah. We'll have to, if you guys want to watch that clip, it's on the all the links are in the description below, so you can click on the link and that article will be, or this video will be there. It looks like it's a good 15-minute video, so but it is exciting that we're going to get K2SO.
Man. That's the most important thing.
He's excited, and that excited. I love how excited he is. It's good when the actors are excited about it, the creators are excited about it. Yeah, you can tell he's excited about it. He's excited to show us it. And again, like, people going to Star Wars Celebration next year in Japan, it's going to be like they're going to get to see maybe a full trailer by then, right? Because it's supposed to come out at some point next year. So yeah, K2SO coming back, Orson Krennic coming back, which is cool. But like, not only Bix leaving, like, because like there's no Bix in Rogue One. There's also other characters that you don't see in Rogue One, right? And it's like, what happens to his droid B2EMO, right? Like, what happens to that droid? So, we'll have to see what happens as far as those characters go. Cyril Karn or whatever his name is. I think his name was Cyril, the Republic security officer. Yeah. So should be interesting to see what happens with the characters that aren't in Rogue One, how they end their stories, and see these other characters come in, like Saw Gerrera as well. Like we'll get to see more of him, I would imagine. Yeah, exciting, very exciting. Got
Hold
Ricky
up.
in the chat.
Ricky.
Okay, Ricky, you're.
What's up, Ricky? No, I'm sure.
excited.
I'm sure Tony's going to enjoy season 2 of Andor.
Right?
Yeah. No, I'm sure this is going to be just like building upon. Each story is going to be. I think it's like every 2 or every 3 episodes. It's going to be a time jump of, I think, 10 years or something like that. Was it 10 years or 2 years?
Yeah.
So it's going to be just
it was at least a couple of years, so it should be good.
Yeah.
They got a lot of ground to cover, so
yeah.
And does that? I guess that means it's going to be 12 episodes again, right? Because the last season was 12 episodes.
Yeah,
I would imagine it's going to be 12 episodes again.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I think
these series they got to start doing 12 episode series. Like 8's good, but like 12 gives you so much more wiggle room, right? To play around with like what the story you want to tell. Like if the Acolyte was 12 episodes, they could have told so much more. They could have, like Leslie Headland wanted to tell the story, like give some more backstory to Vanestra Rowe. Like if she had 12 episodes, she could have done some more of that, right? So they got to start doing 12 episodes. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Maybe it has something to do with the budget. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps. So my last article also has to do with Andor season 2. Ben Mendelsohn, Alan Tudyk confirmed to return. Diego Luna talks series conclusion. So Ben Mendelsohn will officially return as Orson Krennic in Andor season 2, releasing in 2025. So attendees at D23, they got to see behind the scenes video, which included footage from the upcoming season and revealed Mendelsohn and Tudyk's involvement. Hat tip to Deadline. Cassian Andor himself, Diego Luna, was also on hand to talk about the final series of adventures for his character. We'll follow Cassian over the period of 4 years as he grows into the rebel hero we see fulfill his destiny with the ultimate sacrifice in Rogue One. So I guess there's going to be a few time jumps. So 4 years, you're covering 4 years of time in this next season. So Luna also took a moment to thank fans for supporting the series at the event. The actor described the upcoming season and final season of the show as the final piece of the puzzle regarding Cassian's story. The show's new teaser promises high stakes and plenty of intense action and espionage in its last batch of episodes. The footage shows unrest in the galaxy with mass protests, glimpse of possible urban fighting, and the familiar rebel base on Yavin 4, which that sounds cool. That's good. We're getting some more Yavin 4 stuff. All the surviving principal characters from the first season return, which means Kino Loy will return. What's the actor's name? The guy who played Gollum. I can't think of his name right now.
Oh man,
Andy Serkis.
Yes,
Andy Serkis. So he's gonna be returning somehow. Wow. Somehow, he survived. He survived the dip in the water, even though he couldn't swim. So,
no, I feel for him because I have the same thing. I can't swim.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds exciting. That we're getting, all this intense action and espionage and stuff like that. That's what made Rogue One great. That's what made the first season of it great, despite what some other YouTubers say. Patrick says, "What's up?" Hey, Patrick. Thanks for hopping in the chat. Patrick? Ricky, again, chat in the chat with another year. And he says, "Good evening, fellas."
Chris. What's up, Chris?
Chris Forsyth, yeah, says, hey, Chris. What? Breaking news. Eric can't swim. We should nickname Eric Kino. Eric is Kino's brother.
Yeah, I can't swim. Right?
I bet we'll even end right at the beginning of Rogue One. Yeah, I think it's supposed to.
Yeah,
I think it's supposed to. Right. Yeah, I think we mentioned it in one of our previous episodes of the of Rebel Rewind that it's supposed to like butt up right against Rogue One. So that should be an interesting watch. Once we have both seasons, we can watch like season 1 and 2 of Andor, Rogue One, and then hop right into A New Hope, and it should flow really nicely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come to Florida, Eric.
Ricky said, "Come to Florida, Eric. I can teach you."
If my dad couldn't teach me how to swim, he actually just threw me in the deep end. He said, "Here you go."
You know what? That's what my dad always says. Like, not to go off topic here too much, but my dad always says that's the best way to teach kids. Just toss them in the water.
It didn't work for me.
You're gonna go to Florida. Ricky's gonna pick you up, and he's just gonna like toss you in the ocean.
Oh man, yeah, no, my dad tried.
Yeah, but so you're excited about it, eh? I'm excited about this. Andor's my favorite series. Well, second favorite series. Mando's my first. Andor's my second favorite series. So
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually haven't really thought about where things are like in live action shows.
Like how you would rank stuff.
Yeah. But I think Andor will be up there.
Yeah, Andor's up there for me. Mando and then Andor for me.
Super excited for season 2 of Andor.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so on to my last story of the evening. The Mandalorian Grogu movie trailer. What happened to the Mandalorian season 4? So I'm going to that section. What happened to the Mandalorian season 4? So take a little bit further down. Yep, there you go.
Right there.
All right. So after years of Lucasfilm announcing canceling or Jedi mind tricking audiences into about its theatrical. There you go. Fans now know the Mandalorian Grogu exists, and whether the same can be said for the Mandalorian season 4 is still unknown. So that's a big question right there. So the original plan was for season 4 of The Mandalorian was to begin production in late 2023, with Jon Favreau having completed the script during season 3's post-production. But after the SAG AFTRA strike, Favreau and Star Wars announced a
theatrical film starring the duo.
Theatrical film starring the duo without I can't swim and I can't speak correctly today. All right, after starring the duo without confirming whether season 4 will proceed the movie or it has been scrapped altogether. Since the Mandalorian and Grogu footage never alluded to season 4 events and filming is already underway, the likelihood of a 4th Disney Plus season seems slim. I think so too. Star Wars fans should expect to see and hear more about the Mandalorian Grogu in the coming weeks, especially now after that filming is underway. Joel, I think this pretty much says that season 4 is not going to happen. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But hey, we can get straight to the movie. If we can go straight to the movie, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, the way they ended season 3, like with the shot of like Mando and Grogu, and then they kind of like did that circle transition out.
Yeah.
Right. Kind of gave like a happy ending. So they could just pick up from wherever, right?
Yeah.
Or jump ahead in time. But like, come on, like how cool would it be? Like, for people like, I think Ricky's going to Japan. I'm pretty sure Ricky's going to Japan for Celebration. Tony, whoever else is going. How cool would it be if you were in the crowd there and they're like, okay, we're going to show you the trailer for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, but first we got a trailer for season 4, which, you know, because they could be filming it at the same time. They're using the same actors, right?
Yeah.
They're probably using some of the same sets that they're building for the movie, because we know they're going back to Navarro, so they could be using some of the same sets. So they could be filming 2 things at a time. But like, how crazy would that be if like Celebration Japan, they're like, okay, we're gonna show you the trailer for Mando and Grogu the movie, but here's a little teaser for season 4 coming up just before that.
Mm-hmm. Even if they did like maybe a
right?
6 episodes, that'd be crazy. But
yeah, like they don't need to do like a full season. Like just do like 6 episodes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like, could you imagine?
So
Ricky
so
says,
assuming...
I will flip out with joy.
Right, I would.
Yeah, Chris says, I feel like it's going to happen, something like that, right? Just like, yeah,
they keep it on the down low.
Yeah, because they could be filming 2 things at the same time. They're using the same actors, probably most of the same sets, and like the sets they're probably using the volume for anyways, right? So,
that would be that would be crazy.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, but no, definitely, man. If we get a season 4, that would be too cool. But I think what happened was the strike, right? That caused it to for them to stop production or something like that.
Yeah. We'll see. If it's just a movie, they could pick up. They could pick up right where they left off, right? Like I said, the season 3 ending it seemed like a series ending.
Yeah, it did.
Like I said, with that transition, right? It seemed like it was like the end of the series. So who knows? Maybe he might have wrote season 4 and then just like turned season 4 into the movie, perhaps. But I still think it would be crazy if they just dropped the biggest bomb there at Celebration. Just like, here's 2 trailers, the secret season 4, and then the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
that'd be crazy. Exciting times, though. Exciting stuff.
Most definitely.
Because we got the we got the movie coming out in 2026. December. Like that's only a few months away. We'll have Skeleton Crew coming up. Yeah, like 4 months away. So yeah, then what they said December 3rd, so beginning of December.
Star Wars back in theaters again, man. I cannot wait.
I know, that's exciting. That's exciting. It's been too long. Right? So but let us know in the comments. In the comments, if you're watching this on the replay, what your thoughts are. What are you most excited for as well? Like in the chat and in the comments, which project are you most excited for now that we saw the trailer for Skeleton Crew? We saw, well, some of us saw the teaser for the Mando Grogu movie online. What about you, Eric? Like what of these projects are you most excited for?
Oh man, the one that we're gonna get here first. The first one that gets here,
the movie.
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah. Oh, Skeleton Crew, yeah.
I want whatever's closest.
Just give me anything Star Wars. Just give me anything. Slap Star Wars on it and just put it on TV. I'll watch it.
Hey, I can't wait. I can't wait to the Mandalorian movie. Maybe we'll get one of these with Mando's helmet.
Oh yeah, popcorn right? Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I got that same one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine going
behind me.
Imagine going to the theaters having chromed out. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Chromed out Mando popcorn bucket.
Like
but
a Grogu, like a life-size Grogu bucket, because like Grogu's like what, like this big, maybe. So like you get a life-size Grogu popcorn bucket,
or an Azelian popcorn bucket.
Yeah, or an Zelen, yeah.
Andor, yes.
Chris says Andor. He's very excited. Yeah. and that's coming out before the movie too. So, yeah.
Oh, dude, it's
exciting times.
Yep.
Yeah.
These are, I mean, like I said, we were talking about. This is like it's going to be. It feels like this is going to be an agenda-free, politically agenda-free. Talking about the Skeleton Crew show. So finally, something we can.
Yeah, it just looks like a fun show.
And enjoy something like throwback from the 80s.
Yeah. I know. I was watching Star Wars Theory's reaction to the trailer, and like not to disrespect him, but like he was actually pretty positive. He had the same, like, he was like, it feels like watching those movies from the 80s, from like our childhood, right? Like, because those are films that we grew up with. Like, even if you were born in like the 90s, you know of E.T. You probably watched E.T. You've probably seen the Goonies or at least heard of it, right? So it's stuff that we've seen. It's stuff from our childhood. Like, it's going to bring back memories of watching those movies as well, right? So I think it's cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it.
Feel good type of shows. Hopefully, that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
Looks it that way.
Yeah. I mean, really, that's how we should take all Star Wars, just as fun, entertaining adventures, right? Like, who cares if some of the writing isn't as good as like Empire Strikes Back or whatever, or it's the the acting's not up to par. Like, some of the acting in the original movies weren't great either, right? So it's like, just watch it for what it is. It's an entertaining movie. It's an escape to a galaxy far, far away for a couple hours or whatever, right? However long the movie is, or however long the series is, right? So Patrick said, I agree. The music really brought you into that world for the Skeleton Crew. Yeah, it felt very whimsical. That's how it felt for me. Like, the music felt like E.T. music or Back to the Future, like the chimes,
sounds, music, from back then,
yeah. So Caleb says, hey Caleb, thanks for hopping in the chat. But yeah, let us know in the chat, or if you're watching on the replay, let us know in the comments what project you're excited for. Like, which one are you most excited for? Like I said, like Eric said, he's excited for the one that's coming first, Skeleton Crew. I think like the movie will be good to get back to, so I think I'm the most excited for that. But I am still excited, probably equally excited for Skeleton Crew, just because it's something fresh, right? It's something new, and like we've been saying all night, that nostalgic factor, right, of watching those other movies. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. But I think that does it for this episode of Rebel Rewind. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will have all the links in the description below if you want to go and read all those articles and check out that interview with Diego Luna on the one article. You guys can check those out at your leisure. Caleb says Skeleton Crew looked great. I know people are on the fence about the whole suburbs in Star Wars, but I find it fascinating. Yeah, it just seemed weird to see because we haven't seen it yet. But I mean, clearly there's going to be planets that aren't, living the high life, like on Coruscant or on Canto Bight or whatever, or Alderaan. And then there's places that are like in the slums, like Tatooine and stuff like that. There's going to be mid-level. We just haven't seen it, right? We haven't seen the middle class stuff yet. So it's just different is all it is. We haven't seen it before. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see everyone next week. We'll see everyone in the next episode.
This was fun.
See you guys.
All right.